afternoon. It's a bit cold down here, but we had to be outside, and I had to put a little bit of lipstick. Maybe it's gonna warm me up, I'm hoping. So today I thought, after posting a couple of videos this week, I thought maybe I should introduce myself, just to give you an idea of who I am. And I will do that by going through a piece of paper I wrote last year for Toastmasters when I used to work. The title of this paper was called, is called "The Grass is as Green as You Want It to Be." My name is Nolwazi, maybe Nolwazi Mwebeng, or even Nolwazi Mwebeng, mother of two, aunt, wife, sister. This is all dependent on when you knew me, where I am, that is at work, church, or at home, or what I am to you. I'm defined by society as a mother of two, married to a Tswana-speaking man, who is born of a Zulu-speaking woman. I am a born-again Seventh-day Adventist Christian. I am born of a Pondo man and a Mfengu woman, hailing from the great Pondo kingdom along the beautiful wild coast, in a small town called Flagstaff. And the new government came and changed demarcations, and now we fall under Mbizana. If you choose to visit the wild coast from Gauteng, where I used to reside, you'd most probably drive or fly into King Ushaka International Airport, or drive through the N3. You'll pass through Port Shepstone, Margate, Port Edward, and cross over the great Mtamvuna River. Just after that majestic bridge, you step into the former Transkei. The road starts to swirl and curve. The grass lays before you in its virgin state. The kids are playing by the road, and you'll most probably start seeing women coming up the hill with water buckets on their heads. The cattle grazing in the fields. Colorful rondavellas are what most people in the village call home. But now you will see a mansion or two. It's the only place where you will be greeted, and a greeting will be followed by a genuine "How are you today?" In my language, this will probably go "Nivuka njani namhlanje?" This question is sincere and comes from a beautiful place. I thank my parents for allowing me to be part of this place and these people. Now that you have a snippet of where I come from, let me continue to tell you more about myself. I will be 36, July 7th. Interesting times, I know. Just before I got married, this was probably between the ages of 26 and 28, I decided that I will retire at 35. I started telling anyone and everyone who cared to listen to me. Obviously, everyone thought I was crazy. Who does that? What does that even mean? Some even said, "And do what with yourself?" It's never been done and unheard of. Which was good because I now had to go back and define that for myself, because I just used to say it out of my head. My definition went something like, I will no longer have to work for anyone, but will work for myself, manage my own time, spend more time with family, probably get time to travel. Guess what? Okay, I'm a renowned feminist by Linda, my husband. My definition of feminism is portrayed by my lifestyle. I live it more than I talk about it. So you will hear him throwing in a disclaimer on my behalf every time we have a conversation with friends. Guys, excuse my wife. She's a feminist and I embrace her. I roll my eyes and I continue talking. I've started a couple of initiatives in my life. Some left hanging, some completed, but I've never labeled myself a failure. Rather, someone who isn't scared of taking chances. Succeeding is then defined by the learnings that come out of every adventure. I'm a crazy dreamer. I dream of things that people deem insane, but that's what keeps me alive, adventure. One of my sisters has had her status since 2016 on WhatsApp that goes something like, "If you think adventure is dangerous, try routine, it is lethal." That statement resonates with me. There's one thing that I would like to close this talk on. Remember, this was a talk, so I'm reading it. I now love God more than anything. I used to fear God, raised Christian, going to church. I got to a point where church was more of a routine than a way of life. I think it lost all meaning, but obviously I wasn't aware of it. And even if I was, I could never tell my mother that. But I remember in East London when I decided to go back to church and go back to God, I went back out of fear. What if really there is this big fire that the devil will toss us in? I had those thoughts. I had horror thoughts. I took my Bible and I started going to church, praying more and trusting more. Today I can safely say that I love the Lord. I love the relationship we have. I'm grateful for all He has done for me. Things I've asked for and things I never knew I needed. Today, I don't go to church or pray out of fear. I do it because it's a way of life and it makes me whole. There is one thing I believe in and I always will. Where I am today, be it work, community, church, any place, even this platform in this case, I believe that where I place my feet at, or a conversation that I have to fulfill the Great Commission, go ye and make disciples of all nations. So one is probably asking, how is this title of this talk related to what she just shared? So people probably look at me and say, you have a beautiful family, you've never been unemployed, your career is flourishing. By the way, it took me more than 3 years to complete my degree, way more than 3 years. And you lost both your parents, but you are forever happy. But I say to you, the grass is as green as you want it to be. If you're willing to strip the old lawn to plant one that is suitable for your yard, an all-season lawn, LM, Kikuyu lawn, do so. If you're willing to pay more for your water bill, so do so. If you're willing to pay a weekly gardener to tend to your lawn, do so. If you're willing to pluck up the weed and look out for termites to kill, please do so. My life is not as interesting as I've just painted it out, but I'm happy with what I have, and I have had to pay the cost of what seems to be a green lawn, my green lawn. My name is whatever you want to call me, but who I am is my everyday experience, and that is defined by no one else but God. And thank you. I hope you find some sense in what I've just read, and I hope you write your own definition of who you are, and don't let people define who you are or society define you, but define yourself and put it down on paper. And when you do forget who you are, go back. If you feel that you've now changed, it's 5 years later, rewrite who you are today and what makes you happy today, because what made you happy 5 years ago is not necessarily what is making you happy today. Know what you love and who you are, so that the people around you can know who you are and how to make you happy. So this is how I introduce myself. Nolwazi, whatever you want to call me, Lwazi, Lwati, I've had so many names. But I love you guys, and I hope I come back again. Thank you.